Because Futre was offended because of his back number, Rio Ferdinand played drunk in the Premier League. A chain of unfortunate circumstances led to young Rio Ferdinand still playing in the Premier League after a few drinks. Paulo Futre was a fearsome winger in his prime, strong on the dribble, full of pace, finesse, and endowed with a brilliant eye for his teammates. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, he caused a sensation at Porto and Atletico Madrid, where he was even captain. He was a Portuguese international, 41 appearances, and a sought-after man at times. What Futre didn't know at the time was that a few years later, his vanity would lead to one of English soccer's greatest talents playing drunk in the Premier League. But how did this happen? In 1993, Futre embarked on an odyssey through Europe's more or less renowned clubs because injuries kept bothering him. The winger signed with Benfica, Marseille, Reggiana, Milan and finally West Ham United in 1996. Futre continued to see himself as an artist and was assured by the Hammers that he would be allowed to play with the prestigious 10 on his back. But when Futre came into the dressing room ahead of West Ham's season opener at Arsenal FC, there was a jersey with the 16 on it ready for him. Too much for the proud Portuguese. He stormed out of the dressing room, refused to touch down and left Highbury by cab before kickoff. He recalled the incident, legendary on the island, years later on 442. We had agreed on a contract clause to that effect, and I had worn the number throughout the preparation. The first game against Arsenal came. I was warming up, showering and about to change when I saw the jersey with the 16. I shouted, "No, not fucking 16, number 10. Sitting not far from the West Ham booth was a youngster who immediately felt the consequences of Futre's surprise departure. A 17-year-old who had made his brief Premier League debut in pre-season and who would now unexpectedly slide into the squad for the opener against the Gunners, Rio Ferdinand. While such a circumstance should put any young professional in high spirits, Ferdinand was shocked that coach Harry Redknapp now filled his squad with him after all. The teenager was sitting at a bar and had started to get drunk. Rio Ferdinand was substituted drunk against Arsenal. Ferdinand confessed in the Mo Gilligan podcast, "I wasn't in the squad, so I went to the bar and had 3 brandies with Coke. All of a sudden the kitman came and said I had to change, while I still had a brandy and Coke in my hand. So I was brought into the squad and then I was sitting there. I was on the bench thinking, please don't bring me." The now 42-year-old continued. 3 brandies with Coke. I can't get on the field. I can't play. However, the wishes of the central defender were not heard. At the score of 0-2, he was substituted a few minutes before the final whistle, but neither stood out positively nor negatively during his time in action. Ferdinand played for the Hammers until 2000, when he moved to Leeds, where he made his breakthrough and was recommended for the €46 million transfer to Manchester United in the summer of 2002. For many years thereafter, he was one of the best defenders in the world, winning 6 English championships and the Champions League with the Red Devils, among other honors. Rio Ferdinand drank frequently in West Ham days. According to Ferdinand, he also managed to do this because he was visibly getting a grip on his lifestyle. While he had been a frequent drinker at West Ham, that was the end of it. I was crazy. Parts of my time at West Ham are a blur. When people talk about performances and results at certain times, I can only sit by and nod my head. I have no idea what they're talking about. I don't remember. Paulo Futre's memorable departure from Highbury, on the other hand, is something he will always remember. Guys, what are your opinions on this story? Could you play in the Premier League while being drunk? Leave it down in the comments.
Thank you for listening to me until now. Please leave a subscribe and a like, I would really appreciate it. I really appreciate every like and every subscribe I can get, every support of you that I get for my content. I plan to always bring you the fastest, latest and most interesting football news, transfers, rumors, statistics, analysis and anecdotes, simply for you to listen to in short videos, so that you never miss anything from the football world again. Thank you very much.